Hey, everybody. Welcome to Take 5 minutes of devotion, 5 days a week. Here we are reading again from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 8, verses 14 through 38, and then also in Luke 9, 18 to 27, and Psalm 38. We're going, cool, yes. We're going to look in Luke 9, 18 to 21 at Peter's declaration about Jesus. One day, Jesus left the crowds to pray alone. Only his disciples were with him, and he asked them, "Who do people say I am?" "Well," they replied, "some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others say you're one of the ancient prophets risen from the dead." Then he asked them, "But who do you say I am?" Peter replied, "You are the Messiah, sent from God." Jesus warned his disciples not to tell anyone who he was.
Hmm. In this moment, do you think that it's possible that just the overwhelming amount of miracles that had happened just like come bubbling up in him and he just blurts out the truth? You are the Son of God. It's not the moment Jesus wanted. It wasn't the right moment. But yes, he was Christ. I mean, it was truth, but it wasn't time. And he asks them, don't tell anyone. According to Luke, this declaration happened almost without thinking. Is it kind of the way Peter was? He was just this compulsive guy, impulsive guy that leaps out with a sword and rips a guy's ear off. That's who Peter is. He gets out of boat because he believes he should. But we see this echoing through previous readings where Jesus masks the truth in parables so people don't understand it. We see him telling people he just healed who were crippled, "Don't tell anybody I just did this." Raise someone from the dead. Shh, keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone. He wasn't out for the notoriety, even though he got it. There was paparazzi of the day, and they followed him around, hollering and screaming. And that's how they knew when Jesus came to town, we're going to go down there and get healed. How they know he was there? They didn't have primetime television or social media where folks were updating, "Ooh, I saw Jesus 37 minutes ago on the road to Jerusalem." It literally was, he showed up into town and there was such a buzz. And even though there was a buzz, I don't think the buzz was, "This is God." It was, "This is this crazy miracle man, this prophet guy." So
Right.
just the stark truth that came out of the mouth of Peter in that moment, Jesus is like, "Shh, keep it
He just
low."
blurted it out.
He just
Yeah.
blurted it out. Although we see that in the Old Testament too, David is all about spilling out truth, right? "Okay, okay, you are God and my life is a wreck. The ship is going down. My bones are breaking." It's not real. I mean, maybe his bones were breaking, but it probably wasn't real. It was just this exclamation of, "Oh, you are God. You are so powerful. And I know you're angry with me. Please have mercy." You know what I mean?
We could feel that way. I mean, we feel the crushing, we feel the weight and the pressure of it all. Uh, when you were speaking, it made me think about Peter, and he was a man of action. I don't know how many people have actually dug in and studied this or not, but the Gospel of Mark, a lot of theologians believe that that's actually Peter's words, that that's John Mark that would have traveled with Peter. And he, if you'll read it, the next time you read it through, think about it. There's not a lot of detail. It's a lot of action, boom, boom, boom. And then and there's not a lot of description. And it's just, think about it the next time that's Peter's words and Peter's telling, and it'll give you a different kind of perspective as you read it.
Huh. Well, but the Lord really did accept Peter for
Oh,
just who he was. He accepted the more scientific doctor mind, and then like the crafty, miserly financial mind of the tax collector. Like Jesus accepted the people for who they were, who he created them to be. He just wanted the
and
holier version.
and they all brought something different to the table. One of my favorite books on the Gospels is actually called Four Portraits, One Jesus. And it talks about the different things that the four different Gospels bring to us, that four different pictures of one same Jesus. And all of those disciples brought something to the ministry, and we all bring something different to the ministry. You might not be Peter, you might be a little quiet and introverted, and that's okay. You might be a scholar and someone who's very thoughtful and poetic or whatever. We all bring to the table what we're supposed to bring to the table just by being authentic and being the real person that God made us to be.
Amen. That's good. All right, guys, who are you? What do you bring to the table? Stick it in the comments. Come on, we want to know. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow for 5 more minutes a day. Bye-bye.